Hello T-Pros and welcome back to my IT workshop. This is your boy Alvin Drill. It has been a long time since my last video, but in this one we are going to upgrade the BIOS version of this Dell Optiplex 7010. Okay, so for that, one of the things we're going to need is a USB flash drive that has to be bootable or formatted to FAT32. So in this video we're going to make it bootable, okay? So the other thing that we're going to need is the service tag for this. As you can notice, this computer is turned off. This one doesn't have Windows or a version of Linux where I can download the update. So we're going to use another machine, a Windows 11 one, to download the upgrade. Another thing that we're going to need is the service tag, like I mentioned, and the service tag is over here. It's a label that normally is on this side at the top of the machine. So we're going to need that. I'm going to show you another way to get it from the BIOS later in this video if you don't have the label. So this is the Windows 11 machine. Like I said, can be Windows 10, Windows 8, doesn't make a difference. From here we go to the Dell website, dell.com. The website is going to look different depending when you visit it. From here we're going to go to support and drivers and downloads, and you click on that. In this part, in this space is where you have to type the service tag that we have found in the label a few seconds ago. So once you type that and you click search, it's going to show you a website like this: Dell Optiplex, small form factor, the service tag, and all that information. We have a lot of tabs. The one we are interested in is drivers and downloads. So here in the keyboard you can type BIOS, for example. That's what we need. And you can check a lot of options, but let me scroll down. I'm going to show you how it looks by default. So over here, you can see that the Dell BIOS is selected by default. You can select the operating system. If I select not applicable, because for me it's not Windows, it's not a version of Linux that we can use, it's going to show me only the BIOS. So you also have all these drivers that you can download. So over here, as you can see, this BIOS version was released last month, April. I'm recording this video in May 2024. So there is a newer version for the BIOS for this model, this Dell Optiplex. So if I expand this, I'm going to see the size is 107 megabytes. If you click here, you're going to see older versions if you need them, and the name of the file. So the version for the BIOS is 1.13.1. Okay, so this is a new version, and we can click download over here. So you can have it. It's going to take a few seconds. I already have it over here downloaded. You can see it right there. And now we're going to connect the USB flash drive to the computer so you can see how it looks. So this one, as I mentioned, is already formatted to be bootable. If we go to this PC, it's going to look like this. I have done a video in the past on which I show how to make it bootable using free software. You can click on the top right of this screen for that video. Or if you have it already bootable or formatted to FAT32, it's going to work as well. So for the USB that is bootable, you're going to see these three files that those come by default. Don't touch them. And now the only thing that we have to do is drag and drop the exe, the BIOS update. Okay, after that, we are going to shut down the machine, or you can disconnect the USB flash drive, doesn't make a difference. And now we're going to connect the USB flash drive to the machine that we want to upgrade, the BIOS. So I'm going to connect the mouse and the keyboard. Let's go back. And I'm going to start pressing F2 to access the BIOS. We don't really need to do this step. This is I'm doing this to show you that you can see the BIOS, the service tag here. So as you can see, the BIOS version 1.3.1, there is a newer version that we have just downloaded. You can see the service tag and a lot of information. So this is another way to find the service tag. Okay, so I don't have anything else to do here. I'm going to click exit on the bottom right, and the machine is going to reboot. So this time I'm going to start pressing F12 on the keyboard because we have to go here to update the BIOS. As you can see at the top right, I can also see the service tag and the BIOS revision 1.3.1. On the left, I can see all the devices that are connected to my machine. And from here, we have to click on BIOS update on the top right, almost at the top right. So you click on that and it's going to show you this screen: Optiplex SFF plus 7010, and the revision. You click on flash from file and you have to scroll down and look for BIOS update. It doesn't look very bright for some reason, but you have to check it out. So it says BIOS update. So once you click on that, is going to show you the content of the USB flash drive. As you can see, there are some files that you recognize from what I have shown you a few seconds ago in Windows. And at the bottom is the Dell Optiplex.exe. So you click on that, it's going to light up blue. And then after you select it, you click submit. It's going to take a few seconds, don't worry about that. And now it's going to show us the name of the file and the revision 1.13.1, that's the one we have downloaded, and we have to click on update BIOS. You sure you want to update BIOS? Yes, that's what I want to do. The computer is going to reboot. You don't have to press anything over here. You can see it over there. And after a few seconds, it's going to show you this screen, the Dell logo, and update your firmware. Do not power down your system. And while we are waiting, this is a good time for you to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. That really helps my channel. So thank you very much. So this process took in my machine around 8 minutes. The video is sped up in this part, of course, so you don't have to wait all the time. So just make sure you are connected to a reliable power source, so you don't want the machine to shut down. I have a video what happens when you do that on the top right of this screen. So after that has been completed, you're going to see BIOS upgrade successful, rebooting your system. So in this case, I'm going to start pressing F2 to access the BIOS one more time, and we can see if the BIOS version has changed. So after a BIOS update, it's going to be a little slow for the first time after the reboot. Okay, so don't worry about that. So at the top, you can see the BIOS version is 1.13.1. So that's the version we have downloaded, and that's the version that we have upgraded this device to. So we have verified that the BIOS is the correct one, and we're going to press exit to reboot the machine because we don't have anything else to do. So the operating system is going to boot up with no problems, and that's how you upgrade the BIOS version for this Optiplex model. Maybe you want to watch one of these videos now. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any other comment or questions, leave it in the comment section below. And as always, as you know, I'll see you in the next video.